We're going to have a couple of speakers here before we begin our march to the doorsteps of the Corporation of Enbridge's AGM shareholder meeting.
I want to thank all of you for the support you've shown my people. I come with humble greetings and thanks for having your ears opened and your heart opened to hear this message that we've been bringing across this country. I want to thank all those anonymous people that just gave me money on the street as we were talking and walking. Because of you, I have strength to keep going and more energy to keep going. When we're talking of this issue, we're not talking of any color, because water has no color. We all need it. We all depend on it. And as my brother said, it's the last thing we ever drink before we leave this world. I want to thank our host territory, the Mississauga of New Credit, on whose territory we're on, for allowing us to do this business in their land. On Sunday, it's Mother's Day. And as we think of our own mothers, and as we teach our children how to respect a mother, I want you to think of Mother Earth also, and show her some respect. Masi.
Denny's at you. Taka's at you. Sky's at you. I call you 3 names. Denny's at you. Chief, male. Taka's at chiefs, female. Sky's at those who are learning, those who will be chiefs, those who will be leaders. I need to explain that to you because that's what you are. You're teaching Canada and the world, and you're leading them in a voice that stands together. As my sister said, when we speak with one voice, people must listen. We have one heart. We have one water. We have one soul. I am a hereditary chief. I am not elected. My name is thousands of years old. One day this body will go, but the name will continue. The words will continue. Unfortunately, you have a prime minister that people are elected that speak against us. Your voice is the one that'll quieten that voice that speaks against us. Your voice is the one that's going to ensure that Canada is strong and respected. Your voice is the one that'll say to the world, we are Canadians. We listen to our First Nations peoples. We are guests on their territory, and we respect the territory, the land, the water that we hold in conjunction with First Nations people. Today, I am proud to march with you. Today, I am proud to listen to your voice. Today, I am proud to be Chief Namax on your behalf, Syed.
Visit freedomtrain2012.com and sign that petition. We have over 10,000 signatures just since the train started. Let's hit 15 by the end of today.
In our language, ecoSanity is people of the earth. And that's one of the things, the message we wanted to bring when we come from the other side of the Rockies. We've been very, very successful with our message in British Columbia, and we just wanted to bring it to the rest of Canada. The fellow First Nations, were very important in the alliances we formed there. But this ultimately is a national issue, and it's been brought by industry, and it's just really brought solidarity to our nations and hopefully to the rest of Canada. What's really unique is the mixing of the water that we began over in the West and brought it here. And it's not only symbolic, but it's also unifying, because what's going to happen is we'll be leaving some of this water that's been mixed from across Canada. We'll be leaving it in this territory, and we'll be trusting it to you. And thinking it becomes your responsibility protect our water and our responsibility to protect your water that we bring home. The strength that's been shown to us and offered us in the unity when we stopped in Jasper and in Edmonton. They waited in the rain in Edmonton until after midnight to drum us in. In Winnipeg, we got drummed in like you wouldn't believe. In Toronto, the drums were here waiting when we got here. And I'll tell you, Enbridge is going to hear them drums today. And we're going to teach them the one word that we really want them to understand in the dictionary, and that's no. On behalf of the YDA Alliance and all of the other people that have joined us, you're all honorary radicals today. And you can send your message to Ottawa and you can send it to Enbridge, and I just really want to thank you for your support. Merci.
Everyone else has spoken before me. This is not simply an issue that we're facing, but your children and your grandchildren are facing these same issues. Look at your small children, look at your babies. Think of what kind of hardship they'll have if your fish, if the land, if all of the stuff is poisoned and destroyed through bitumen. All of us depend on each other. Water knows no boundaries. At the top of the mountains, it comes down through the waterways, and the waterways feed the ocean, and the oceans feed the world. Our fish don't just stay in little pens inside of Haida territories. The salmon travel the world that were born in the Fraser, and they come back. We must keep everything clean. We can do nothing else but stand against this as a united people. And get on that petition, not only sign it yourself, but send it out to everybody you know who has a baby, a grandchild, has someone to protect. Because we need to do this together. We will not allow that pipeline, those oil tankers, and we pray each day for the people in the tar sands who are actually dying and getting sick from what's going on up there.
I'd like to present you with this paddle.
Good morning. Tommy, Brianna. I'm getting a little emotional. But it's okay to be emotional. It's okay to have feelings for each other, for our land, for the water, for the animals, for the little insects that are coming out now, for these birds, for the sun, for the wind, all those servants that are out there. I thank you for the paddle, because now I can paddle home. And we have to start marching, so when we do, let's have fun. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. We're all human beings. We think a little bit different, but really we're from the big family, the human family, and we're here for this cause together. Hussy.
Let's start lining up. And just real quick, when I say shut down, you say Enbridge, shut down!